You know that weird gut feeling you get when something just doesn't add up? I ignored it. I wish I hadn't. It started with a letter in my mailbox, a simple, white envelope addressed to me, but from a building I didn't recognize in Seattle. I've never lived in Washington. I've never even visited. But there it was, final notice, outstanding rent balance. At first, I laughed. Mistaken identity, maybe. I tossed it in the trash and moved on. A week later, I got a call from a property manager asking why I hadn't paid my rent for Unit 3B. Same building. Same name. My name. I told her there had been a mistake, but she read off my full name, birthday, and even the last 4 digits of my social security number. I froze. Look, I said, I live in Denver. I haven't rented anything in Seattle. Silence. Then, almost like she realized something, she said quietly, this isn't the first time. I asked what she meant. She hesitated, then said, you should come see it for yourself. It sounded insane flying to another state over some clerical error, but something about her tone stuck with me. So I took a personal day, booked a cheap flight, and landed in Seattle on a rainy Friday morning. The building was older, 3 stories, brick, tucked between a coffee shop and a dry cleaner. It had that quiet, lived-in feel. I buzzed the manager, a woman named Diane, who looked surprised to see me. I didn't expect you to actually come, she said, holding the door open. Most people don't. Most people. You're the 3rd person this has happened to, she said. Same name. Same paperwork. Same unit. We walked up to the 3rd floor. She unlocked 3B, and we stepped inside. It was lived in. Not furnished exactly, but not empty either. A pair of shoes by the door. A coffee mug in the sink. A jacket on the chair. It was like someone had just stepped out for groceries. And the weirdest part? On the fridge was a piece of paper. A lease. Signed Daniel Reed. My name, but not my handwriting. This lease was submitted through our online system, Diane said. ID matched. Background check passed. Payments processed. We never questioned it. I walked through the small apartment, trying to shake the creeping unease. The place felt familiar. Too familiar. In the bedroom closet, I found an old duffel bag. Inside, a hoodie I once owned, a book I donated to Goodwill 2 years ago in Denver, and a photograph. It was a picture of me. Not just any photo, one from my college days, taken at a party. The angle was strange, like it had been taken from behind a window. I stepped back, heart pounding. Diane must have noticed my expression. Do you want me to call the police? I nodded slowly. When the officers arrived, I gave them everything. The lease, the bag, the photo. They asked questions, took statements, and left with the items for evidence. One of them said, if it's identity fraud, it's the most personal case I've seen. I flew home that night, more shaken than I wanted to admit. Over the next few days, I checked my accounts, credit reports, public records, nothing unusual. It was like whoever had done this vanished the moment I stepped into the apartment. A few weeks later, I got a call from the Seattle police. They'd reviewed surveillance footage from the building lobby. The person entering Unit 3B wasn't me, but he looked like me. Not just similar, identical build, same haircut, same posture. He used my ID, my name, and no one had noticed the difference. The detective asked if I had a twin. I don't. They haven't found him since. I changed all my passwords, added every layer of security possible. I even moved to a new apartment. But sometimes, when I'm walking home at night, I feel it, that someone's watching me from across the street, just far enough away that I can't make out their face. Last week, a package showed up at my door. No return address. Inside was the same photo from college, but now, I'm missing from it. Just a blank space where I used to be.